this morning. Live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go live. Go spots. Battle of the Bands was created from when we started our planning process for the promotional night calendar, and we are really big on using our surveys and our fans' responses and feedback to how we plan for the next year. And we saw a really big correlation between our results and the fans being really happy about coming to the game and enjoying the entertainment when we had live bands in the arena. And live bands is something that I was in charge of booking and reaching out to and recruiting. And so I really saw that there was a market to create something like the Battle of the Bands. I've seen a lot of other arenas do it, and there's different ways to bring in the concept of Battle of the Bands, but our biggest focus was showcasing Bridgeport and the surrounding areas of Bridgeport and the talent that is here. So a huge part of booking the bands was making sure that they were from Connecticut and that they were, showcasing that local talent.
We definitely took a very grassroots approach. We did a really, really good job at connecting with the bands that were participating in the Battle of the Bands. We came up with a fun idea where the bands themselves were competing against each other to promote the event and sell tickets for the event, and that helped decide what order they would perform in. So that was a really cool opportunity for us to connect with the bands and expand our outreach outside of our normal channels.
So prior to the Battle of the Bands night, we had to make sure that we did a rehearsal with each of the bands so they could get used to the equipment, get used to the audio. So we brought them all in the night before the event, and it was really, really cool experience to see. That was kind of my first look at how it was really going to turn out. And the sound was amazing. All the bands were loving it. They were all joining in with each other. I think I even hopped on the drums at one point. So it was a really fun and entertaining night, and really definitely set us up for success. Some of the band members couldn't make it, but every single band made sure that at least one band member was there, and so they could communicate how it all worked and any information that they needed for the day after.
My role the night of Battle of the Bands was to count the votes. We utilized a system called FormStack. It's very similar to Google Forms. It allowed me to really kind of go through and calculate every vote. We received over 4,000 votes, so FormStack made it a really efficient process. Instead of having to go through one by one, I created filters to kind of just see which band had the most amount of votes per round. By working with my digital marketing team, which included our intern and our photographer, we had our photographer take solo shots of every band, and also kind of showcase the atmosphere with the fans down below. And we had our digital marketing intern. She worked really heavily on Instagram stories. She was right in front and center at stage, and she was kind of covering each performance. We did this all the way up until the final round, and then at the end of the final round, we did an Instagram collab with our now house band Exit 12 to kind of showcase a little bit more about them and have our followers lead towards their way.
To ensure that everything was captured for the documentary, we split it up between behind the scenes. I was on behind the scenes, and two of our other videographers were on fans, so covering all the fans in the bowl, and then on the bands, so focusing on detail shots of the bands and performing, and even when we announced the winner as well.
I took the approach of letting everybody in their own department kind of take the lead on all the different aspects of what came together for Battle of the Bands. So I wanted to be a resource, but I wanted to let each member of the team really focus and kind of make it their own, which I thought was really cool to watch and see everybody grow as we work through the process, with this being a first-time event for the Bridgeport Islanders. So it was really cool to see each team member, whether it be Haley in community or Devin on the video side or Megan coming up with the idea and executing it on the game presentation side of things, just being a resource for them as they thought through different ideas and kind of made it our own.
Two of the main components of this night being successful was definitely first the bands themselves. All of them were really easy to work with, very down-to-earth people. I built personal connections with them that made things run really smoothly. They would listen to me, coordinate, give me any worries that they were having. So that was definitely a really huge part of this being a really successful night. The second biggest component of this being a really successful night is definitely my production staff. One of the big things I love doing is teaching staff, mentoring them, and really becoming the best that they can be. And they all crushed it. They made my life super easy. They were coordinating with the bands, making sure they were ready to go, setting them up, getting their instruments ready, and I definitely could not have done it without them.
The aspects that I'm most excited to showcase was the behind the scenes. We really focused up. I actually mic'd up our game presentation manager, and I feel like a lot of people don't normally see what they do behind the scenes. So that was a really rewarding process, and I'm really excited for everybody to see that. The biggest takeaway that I hope the audience takes away from this is that my team took a risk. This is something that has never been done here before, and we executed it really well. And in this world, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and that's exactly what my team did.